There is something about sitting down in front of a camera, talking to someone that's not even in the room with you, right? I think there was a comment that was made recently that said we are living in an age where there was no permission needed to be able to record a video and upload and have anyone listen to it on YouTube or TikTok, Instagram, right? Facebook. There's multiple platforms. Yes, there is some conglomeration, but I mean, I think I would say seems like there's always those videos, right? Starting YouTube in 2026, starting YouTube in 2027, excuse me. And I think with that in part is like there is still an opportunity. You can find a group of people that are willing to listen to what you have to say. And I just wanted to quickly think through that, right? I mean, I feel like there is so much information, obviously, with AI, especially you can generate those type of videos, and then you have just so many content creators and you have so many podcasts, and I don't know, sometimes life can come at you quickly, right? We're all juggling so many different things, so many responsibilities, and we need to be here, there, and everywhere. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're more introverted and you kind of have a chill, calm life, even if you do have kids. And that's kind of what I got going on in my life, right? But maybe there's other people who want to connect and find community and find, a group or multiple groups of people that you can spend time with and laugh with and share moments with, right? That's really, I think, a big aspect of this content too, is that you start creating content and then you start finding other content creators, and hopefully you're doing this alongside somebody, right? I can say for certain that I have someone that's in the content game that's doing it at such a high level that I just look at him and it inspires me, and I hope at moments that I can inspire him in one way or another. But that's important because we can't go through life alone, right? I'm married, and maybe you're married, or you have a significant other, boyfriend or girlfriend, or what have you, or your family, or there's someone in your life, right? A friend that's walking alongside you in this life, or you have a group of friends that you've known since elementary. I know a couple people that have that, are fortunate enough to have that, and it's I always enjoy being around those groups, and it's just so special because that's it's just so rare to see, right? And so I think in this content game is hopefully I'm able to walk alongside other creators. That is in part what I hope comes out of this. For example, not necessarily related to content, but I've been fortunate to meet a boxer, and he's gone pro, and he's had at least 2 fights, and he's won one and lost one. But for him, his higher purpose is following Christ. And I would say, for me as well, that is part of this, is following Christ. And hopefully as I meet more people and can influence them in that direction, can't force anybody, right? But again, it's finding different people and growing your network, if you will, or your acquaintances, or even friends, or brothers in Christ, or sisters in Christ, right? I mean, there is just so much. I would say, I think that's in part what I'm trying to accomplish, is to be able to meet more people as well. I think having this camera and being fortunate enough to have met him, I was able to meet a handful of other people and interview other boxers, and those experiences are just so special. I've never seen a live fight, for example. Now I've seen multiple ringside, in the stand with the crowd as well in the audience. It's like there's something about that adrenaline. It hits, and so I've been fortunate to have those type of experiences, and it's all through this camera. And so I think in that there is an addiction, if you will, or a calling, as I mentioned in another video, in terms of God doesn't waste anything. There's always witnesses or 2 or 3 confirmations to tell you to go down this path or to take this next step. And so what I'm hoping in this is that the more I do this, the more or the more I do this, hopefully there's those confirmations or there's those witnesses to say, yes, continue doing that. Not necessarily through subscribers or views. I mean, obviously that's great, but I think maybe in the comment section, right? Maybe there's someone that connects with the content or what I'm saying, or disagrees. That's fine as well. I think that's in part what I enjoy too, is that back and forth, those dialogues, those, why is it that you think this way, or why do you agree or disagree, or oh, I had this experience, right? Learning from other people is just so invaluable. People have just experienced different things, been different places, right? Their language, their culture, you name it, right? Their religion even. I mean, there's just so much that a person brings to your life, hopefully, right? So much value and just energy. I can speak from personal experience. I've been around people and have been fortunate to have good people, colleagues, friends, my wife, my kids. I can say they all feed and support me in different ways and motivate me in different ways, right? And I think in that, the bigger picture is being able to have that impact, that positive impact, so, whatever that looks like, in whatever organization or company that I'm in, or freelance or volunteer work, whatever that looks like. I mean, there's different opportunities, there's different people to meet and talk with and learn from. I mean, I really do enjoy that, and what I'm hoping in this is that I'm able to meet people and learn from them and network. So I'm going to put that out there with this specific video, is that I'm hoping I can connect with someone out there, either it's text, call, email, what have you, or in person. And I just really enjoy talking and meeting people. So, maybe someone can receive that and say, hey, I'm willing to talk to this guy that's talking randomly in his garage. I mean, shoot, that seems interesting, right? I have so many interests when it comes to philosophy and, my faith, and even a little bit of politics. I love comedy. I mean, there's so many different things. So in any case, again, I'm just putting the signal out. Maybe someone watching this will respond. Maybe not. I don't know. You gotta try it, right? I've been fortunate. I'll say this last thing with LinkedIn. Maybe you can find me on LinkedIn. I've had so many opportunities come through LinkedIn that it's just incredible. With literally just this week, it happened to me. Someone hit me up through LinkedIn, and hopefully there's an opportunity there. And I don't know what's to come of it, but I shall let everyone know, the handful of people that are watching at this very moment. Hopefully there's a handful of people, right? But in any case, LinkedIn has really been a really valuable place for me too. So in any case, if you're not on there and you're a working professional, I encourage you, take some time to grow your network there as well. And again, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you listening for any amount of time that you did listen. I know everyone's busy, so I appreciate it very, very much. And with that, I bid you all adieu.